Hey associates, today's mini lecture is actually going to be a walkthrough explanation of all the resources in the setup of our Canvas shell rather than a concept overview. Thanks, Steve. So you may want to open up this video in a new window, hop into our Canvas shell, and follow along while I just point out interesting things, let you know what resources have been updated for this project, and give you an overview, reminder, maybe even some inspiration on what you want to use in class. Hey associates, so we are on the homepage of Canvas and I'm just going to walk through those resources and discuss any tweaks or updates for our Project 2 cycle. The biggest change, right, is that we now have a link directly to Project 2, our technical descriptions, since that is the unit we are in. The technical descriptions project in 60 seconds. Obviously, you need to read all the details in the assignment sheet and resources in Canvas. You are working in teams of 3 to 4. You will create a startup, so your company, your theme, your industry, and you are imagining new hires for your startup. They're going to get their onboarding packet, and you will describe 3 key things that they need for their job. You have to have 1 mechanism description, so a piece of equipment that they need, 1 software kind of description documentation, so a digital product they would use, and 1 non-instructional process, so not instructions, but a process that happens. Groups of 4 will pick 1 additional description to write. Groups of 3 just need 1 of each of those 3. Groups of 4 pick an extra 1 for a packet of 4 descriptions. Put it all together with a cover memo detailing your team's work and success. Otherwise, all of the rest of our homepage will continue per regular form as I upload every single week our 60-second announcement reminders through YouTube Shorts. You already have your reading materials all linked and published. If you want to work ahead, you absolutely can. I'll continue to post these optional mini lectures with things related to that week or helpful that week, and then our workshop activities. With this, important notes, right? Attend in person, attendance required, attendance required, attendance required.
Attendance required, attendance required, attendance required.
This was also outlined in the syllabus when you read that at the beginning of the semester. Since this is a group project in this unit, I will be taking attendance, and a small amount of points, 5%, will be associated with you showing up to help and talk and meet with your group during the class time that you signed up and said you would be on campus and available to meet and attend. And then all of the assignments in this group. The first key resource to go to is our Project 2 module, which has all of the things linked, published for you. Remember, we are working on systems thinking, so these assignments are not individual one-offs that you just confront, deal with, move on. Instead, this entire unit, everything linked in here, is a system. And it's up to you to remember and understand and think about how each component builds, intersects, relates, expands, and influences the past and the next upcoming milestones. Now, at the end, right, is the technical descriptions assignment itself. That is our end goal that this entire system is building towards. Now, you may want to start with the overview to give you a good sense of what we're working on in this system, right? We're focusing on describing information, and you can and should read about all of the due dates, plan your cycles, right? Week 6 through week 9, we'll be working on this project. And these are going to be your key skills, things you want to work on. And down here, there is a schedule. If you like to plan ahead, I recommend putting this schedule of events into your personal planners, calendar apps, trackers, however you like to manage your time, manage your assignments.
If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great.
To make sure that you know exactly where you are at in the cycle. All right, from here, you can press next to just go through, but I recommend, again, in a systems thinking way, hopping into our technical documentation yellow square, right? That is the end goal of this whole system. Once in here, it looks extremely similar to the last project. I have just made a few tweaks and changes. One of the first ones is instead of putting those extra materials at the top, you now need to scroll through all of the actual assignment details requirements. So stop and read. When is it due? What's going on? Make sure to really stop and read your requirements. What is expected of you in this project? Listen to the why before going down to choose your support level. If you prefer a PDF, click on this link and it will open a flat PDF for you to download. I also have created a podcast that explains all of this. And so if you don't like listening to podcasts or you're not able to, don't worry. The transcript is basically all of this content that is written out, or the PDF for you. And if you do like to have some of that audio processing, go ahead, play it here or in the Spotify app. Follow along as I talk through and kind of read these different sections to you and help you out. So yeah, you'll read about the requirements list. All of that you can do on your own. Other materials, just to make sure you have access to, that I've made a few tweaks for. So choosing your support level, again, after you have read and understand the project, you should pick what level of support you think you need and that you want to tackle. If you're feeling nervous about any piece, you can go for our help pages with that guidance. If you're feeling pretty confident, go ahead and grab the template. And if you really want to let your own kind of creativity and test yourself the most, you can work just off of the outline. And then last, we have the rubric. You need to be functional in all those areas. So if we hop into our structured support, it takes us directly to the Project 2 Descriptions homepage. This is an update that I have made since the last cycle, and went ahead and directly linked the table of contents on this opening page here for you. You can also get to it with this button up here, and it opens up. Here we go. Opens up, right, that table of contents. So here's Project 1. Here's every requirement, has a help page for you in Project 2, and then Project 3 will be released in the future. So one of the first things you should definitely click on is understanding the project. This is a duplicate of information from Canvas, again, just to make sure that you have all the info that you need. Otherwise, hop into setting up your team dynamic. And again, you'll find kind of not exact step-by-step, because I do want you to use some, processing, critical thinking. You are intelligent, capable, smart, productive adults, but there is a little bit more guidance of like actually what you need to do to complete that requirement and some help. Remember, as you go through, if you start maybe with the outline and get stuck on anything, you're really stumped about describing the process section, you can always jump to that exact requirement and again, get a little bit more guidance, step-by-step information, extra video content, prompts that you are able to use. All right. So that is what is in our project manual if you need more guidance. If you like more modeling, you can hop into the description template here and are able to really just fill out this template with your own information, kind of modeling an example of what to do. Of course, make the template your own as a group, and so they should not look like three smashed together kind of distinct documents. It should all have one nice cohesive feel and design that's appropriate to your project, to your startup. And then last, there is just an outline. This is, of course, the most challenging, just giving you things that you should think about, talk about with the memo, with the retrospective, and a little worksheet just to help you organize your info about technical descriptions. But from here, you need to do quite a bit of work to turn it into the requirements and expectations of this project. So those are 3 things that are going to help you create this project, be successful, along the way. So make sure that you are using all of your resources there. The other way you can get there, in the assignments tab, instead of show by date, which is messy and confusing, I recommend show by type. In show by type, focus on our technical descriptions, so that way you can see all of the items, all of the objects in this group. So the next thing that you will be turning in is your project plan. I have made some updates here, again, based on observations. So in the project plan assignment, right here at the top, a note reminding you this is the literal plan for completing this assignment, and that you need to explain milestones requirements. So giving you a little tiny bit more of a pathway to make sure you don't miss it. So stop, remember, literal plan for this assignment. You cannot complete your project plan if you do not understand the technical descriptions project itself. And then I've also added a video. It is just a 60-second YouTube shorts, and if you like to have somebody kind of talk you through it, and the captions are right there in YouTube for you. And I have gone ahead and expanded on some of the notes in the outline to give you a little bit more direction, help you out if you had a tough time on the last one. If you did great on the last one, basically do that again before your new project cycle. Again, here you have different support levels, and so last time the book was linked, but this time I've gone ahead to add this extra little bit. So if you are creating the project plan, you're having a hard time, click Write the Project Plan, and it will open up into the help page about the project plan technical descriptions, what to do, some key steps, an outline kind of template you can use, and other just support there. Otherwise, you can watch this long form debrief from the last project plan, so you can, compare what was going on. At the end, there is an example to what you're working on this time. And in terms of the more creativity option, it is, just work off of this basic outline. I've also gone ahead for this round and expanded the rubric slightly, actually kind of decreasing the amount that the grammar and writing is worth based on, everybody doing quite a good job on the last round, and increasing the weight and points for the content of your email. All right, so last time the template was more focused on just your writing itself. Now that you've gone through it once, and we've talked about so many things, you've had an answer key, you've had examples, I really want to see you getting into that systems thinking, making an actual plan for your development cycle. So the grading does reflect that update. All right, I'm going to go into modules. This time, again, the path, it just depends on what, pathway you like, pick the one you want best. And I'm hopping into project 2 because that's where we're at. And the next step would be the copy draft, just like last time. You will submit, a copy. I've again added a little bit more information and a direct link back to your main project to help you remember this is the literal draft of this project. So you need to understand the end goal in order to make a draft about it. Back to home, project 2. You'll do another sample analysis. This is already published and available for you, and you'll get extra credit if you leave some comments and responses to it. Not a lot, just a little bit, because it's something you should probably do to make sure you understand the project anyway. So it's more of a tiny bonus for doing what you should really be doing regardless. And it's just an example of this project that you will analyze and, compare it to your own work, starting with the memo, kind of going through all the different, requirements and ways to describe these different components. So check that out if you were looking for an example as you were kind of starting the project last time. We'll do a peer review again in workshop, so you can make a real plan of how to, finish the project and what to trade. And then all of the required readings. This time, you'll start with the rhetorical situation, about documentation and descriptions. just like last time, right? Respond to 2 of the 3 polls and then post your questions in response to the main feed. This is meant to really just check, stop, again, reward, make sure that you're thinking about the content, not just watching the content. So you'll watch this little video about kind of different strategies for more memorable descriptions messaging. You'll read this book chapter about technical descriptions and writing definitions. Note, that's what you're doing in this project, so this is an important thing to stop and make sure you understand. And then you'll read an article about a kind of a case study of product documentation in an actual workplace. You can always access and watch, and I recommend the optional bonus content. This video, a lot of students have given me feedback that they do enjoy, so I recommend watching it. It is only 12 minutes long and is really great about, explaining hard things to humans, to put some things in contrast or in context. And then you'll hop into Pack Back there. The following week, we'll talk more about collaboration, actually, since this is a group project, and you'll explicitly learn more about emails, memos, progress reports, and incident reports, kind of direct content, direct message genres for the workplace. So go through all of that. Same thing, you'll have a little video about project management, chapter about those materials, and a research article about some intergenerational communication preferences in the workplace. And there is a long form lecture from me about action reports in the workplace if you would like a lot more on it, as well as a second kind of optional lecture that is kind of, if you're interested and would like to watch it. And the last required material set in this unit is about technical visuals and these types of documentation. So again, think about how this intersects. All of this is very directly related to what you're doing in the project. And so make sure that you are taking notes, answering the polls, and actively thinking about how you will use this information on visuals to create your project itself. And then there's all sorts of interesting stuff about copyright, fair use, especially when it comes to graphics, that you can watch as much or as little as you like. I recommend hopping into those. They are pretty short this week. All right, and that is kind of the key things and resources to keep an eye on for this round of projects. Remember, you can always hop into workshop materials right here. I added a star to help draw your attention to it, and this is where every week all of the class recordings, the sort of slide decks and activities will be posted, and so I will be publishing those as we go through the unit. All right, that was a walkthrough of what resources, help, support, links, buttons, and information is available to help you in Canvas. Thanks, associates. Vibes.